Hi everyone, this is the one and the only Mark Spencer, and I'm alongside my co-commentator Greg Campos. Where he's eating that popcorn, it's going out of control, and I can't believe it. WrestleMania, folks, is coming around the corner, and of late I've been watching some good wrestling of late. Triple H is going after Randy Orton, John Cena is going after Edge, the Big Show is going after Edge. It's unbelievable. The competition between all these greats is crazy. Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame. This guy's a Hall of Famer, man. Without Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't think the WWF would still be around today there, Greg. Any thoughts?
Hello, my YouTube fans. It's Greg back again. I'm trying to put the webcam in focus, my friends, so give me a moment. I know this is kind of annoying, and it's annoying for me too. Alright, I'm right here. Well, it's nice to see you guys again. And now what the hell is Greg going to say now?
How's Stone Cold Steve Austin, Greg?
Well, Mark always says to me, I'm the co-commentator. You know what? I've done too many of these shows, and right now I'm going to say I am the commentator. I am the journalist. I am the one who's telling how it is and what it is and what's going on and how's it going. So put that aside, I'd like to say thank you for all my YouTube fans who have supported me, given me 5 stars, and at the same time who love to watch my videos and love to watch me speak, because you know what? Not only do you support me, but you support a dream that I had. A dream that some people will actually listen to what I have to say. Even though sometimes it doesn't make any sense, sometimes it doesn't have any meaning. But the main thing is, one thing you can't say about me, I'm always entertaining and I'm always in the spotlight. So keep it up, give me the 5 stars, but on the other hand, we're going to get to something serious called wrestling. A real serious topic, where people battle each other and do the most spectacular moves against each other. Now, Mark here told me Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. And, you know, I'll be honest, folks, I haven't watched wrestling for, I think, maybe a year or two. I'm more of a UFC fan. But I have to say, wrestling has been a part of my life since I was growing up. I remember I started watching wrestling when I was 8 years old, since the first WrestleMania, and I think I stopped really watching it from the year, I would believe the year 2006. So I'm an advocate wrestling Hall of Famer watcher. So what I'm saying is, you know, I know there's people who love wrestling still, and I have to say it's one of the best entertaining shows to watch. You know, I'm going to have a piece of popcorn right now, because when I think of watching wrestling, I like to eat my popcorn. That's good popcorn, lots of butter in it. Yeah, Mark says they're good too. But anyway, the thing is that, yeah, I enjoyed watching Stone Cold Steve Austin. I watched him rise to the top of the ladder with his bad attitude and no care licking nonsense that he has, and always beer drinking, finger fucking, whatever, bald-headed, Caucasian-looking guy that he is. But he always had something special to say to everybody. Mark said it, what? Now, you know what? What does the word what mean? Well, word what means a lot of things. What can mean, what are you doing? What's happening? What's really going on? Do you ever think of that, such a simple word, you know, when somebody says, what? You know, it really boggles the mind, because there's a lot of different things you can think of. What does he mean? What does he want? But anyway, we know what Stone Cold always wanted is just to give everybody a stunner and give them the finger. And for all you Stone Cold fans, you know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm going to give you the finger. And I really hope you appreciate my finger, because my finger is freaking licking good. Anyways, Yes, I think he should be a Hall of Famer. I've seen him in some movies too. He's a good actor. He's a good SOB, as they would call him. And you know what? He made a lot of people go bald. I remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin was famous. There was a lot of Caucasian kids shaving their head and having a goatee. Just to think that a guy who has male pattern baldness would make everybody else want to shave their head. Think about the stupidity of that. Think about it. One guy becomes so famous at that era, and then it's so fucking cool to shave your head and have a goatee. You know, it didn't even pass my brain that I should shave my head. So I'm saying to myself, you know, a lot of people out there, they don't have their own character, their own personality. And that's what it is about, folks. It's not about watching the wrestling. If you enjoy the wrestling, that's great, but you have to have your own persona. If you looked at all the great wrestlers that ever became big and famous and were in your heart, it's because they had an original persona. And that's what it's about, folks. You gotta have your own personality and do your own thing. Don't follow what the other guy's doing. Yeah, some famous guy. Oh, here's another one. Chuck Liddell, when he used to be light heavyweight champion. I don't know why. The same crap I would see. A bunch of kids with mohawks. Even 20-something-year-olds are putting mohawks. And you know what? I seriously don't think a fucking mohawk is cool. You see, look at my hair? This is what I like. That's my persona. So what I'm trying to say to you, you know, if you want to be famous, you want to be rich, you want the chicks, you want anything in your life, you got to be real with yourself. And wrestling takes you away from the reality and brings you to fantasy, and that's why I've enjoyed watching wrestling for so many years. And I would advocate watching wrestling because, you know, for that time in my life that I watched wrestling, it really filled a space in my heart. You know, it made me dream and imagine that one day I'll be big and strong and be able to pile drive someone, or be able to put them over my head and stomp on them, or you know, like the sumo, give them a sumo butt slam or something like that. Whatever. But you know, wrestling brings brings the best out of us, and at the same time it brings our fantasies to life, like things that you would love to do in reality, but you can't. And I think that's why wrestling fans are probably the most imaginative, creative people on this face of the planet, because they have a dream to do things that ordinary people can do. And I admire wrestlers because they do things that ordinary people can't do, even though it's all staged. But you got to admit, that's really sports entertainment. And by the way, wrestling, you know what at my age, I'm 34 right now, what I really enjoy about wrestling now, they really have some awesome hot chicks there. I mean, wow. Most of the chicks there have been in Playboy. Now, never to say that I watch Playboy. I might play Playboy in real life, but I will not actually read a Playboy magazine. Because really, if you ever seen a Playboy magazine, there's so many articles of advertisement. And what are you going to read? A bunch of advertisements? You get the Playboy magazines because you want to look at the pics, you want to see the divas of the wrestlers, and I totally agree. If you are into that, get those damn magazines. See your divas at their best. I mean, I always think any woman at their best is naked. And that's why you should get those diva magazines, or get them, just get them. If you're a man, watch the wrestling, and if you're like me, you got to this age that, you know, you like the UFC because it's reality, and you don't like watching wrestling, but at the same time, you know what? UFC doesn't have divas, and wrestling does have divas. So what I'm saying, folks, folks, doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or 80 years old, you can still watch the divas and buy a Playboy. Okay, maybe not at 10, maybe you have to get your friend that's 20. But anyway, folks, what I'm trying to say is that have your own persona, be yourself, and at the same time you're going to have millions and millions of fans going, la 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 la. You smell what Greg's cooking? Okay, back to Mark. I said my peace, and peace out to my YouTube friends, and a finger for Stone Cold, and up yours, my friends. Goodbye.
Absolutely, Greg.